How was he bombed and talking to me?
Media platform.
He was talking to me.
Of the TV station.
How on
burning.
earth was he being bombed as he talked
Piers,
to me? Complete nonsense, man.
Piers,
you're talking
as
nonsense.
Your dick is so much bigger than my dick.
Piers Morgan has an all-out yelling match over the Israel-Iran war with this former MP from the UK, George Galloway, that ends with him walking out of the interview as the tension in this heated debate is maxed out with the possibility of the United States entering the conflict, sparking a possible World War III. Let's get in.
Not China or Russia or North Korea. So let's take those four countries out of it. Or Pakistan.
Listen,
right? But
Iran
actually, yes, most of the world has a real problem with the concept of Iran being a nuclear power, apart from you, who thinks they should have loads of nukes.
No, it's not just for me. Iran is presently the hero of the vast majority of people in the world.
Oh, rubbish.
And it's
absolute
the fact
rubbish.
That you can't see
what a load of absolute
Piers,
nonsense.
Take your eyes off the posterior
absolute
of the
nonsense.
Tiny part of the
nonsense.
world, which is the Western world.
You think that
Africa
currently
is with
most
Iran.
of the world, you think
Latin
the rest of the world
America is with Iran.
You think the rest of the world
China is with Iran.
Yeah,
Russia is with Iran.
Russia,
All
China,
the Arabs are with Iran.
Russia, China,
Take
any
your
other
nose out of the ass
North Korea
of the tiny number of people that you think are the world. They're not the world. The world is 8 billion people.
Right.
You're speaking for the little clique that leads a tiny fraction of fewer than 1 billion of the people of the world.
So just to be clear,
you cannot see beyond the end of your nose.
As I suggested, then you want to put up as a defence for Iran that they're supported by China, Russia. Did you mention North Korea?
That's a lot of people, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. But are they the kind of people, in terms of their own regimes, that we should be taking as good supporters of these benevolent people in Tehran?
You're living under Keir Starmer's regime, for God's sake. You're going to blame the British for Keir Starmer? The French are living under little Macron. When did you get the right to decide that 7/8 of the world's population cannot be considered valid because you, Piers Morgan, don't like their regimes? Listen, there's something else you didn't mention, and you must also have known about that. Unless you switch your mobile off at 10 o'clock at night, you already know that Iran is giving Israel a bloody good hiding every single night.
It's not, though, is it?
It's not,
though, is it?
You described it all
it's not, though.
as a wonderful military operation.
As always,
Israel.
let me answer you. As always, the Iranian regime has put out apocalyptic statements about this will be the annihilation of Israel and everything. It's like it did the last time. And you know what happened last time? Nothing. They fired a few rockets,
Piers.
and the dome dealt with them. This time they've got a few. This time they've got a few missiles have got through the dome. But the idea. Hang on, let me finish my question. The idea that the Israeli Air Force have managed to inflict this kind of catastrophic damage on military commanders, nuclear scientists, nuclear sites, and all of this, and have control of the airwaves in Tehran. And the only response so far has been a few missiles that have got past the dome.
Missiles?
You say they've been pounding them. They've not been pounding Israel.
Have you seen Haifa?
They've not been pounding Israel.
You are astounded. This is something else you don't know. You didn't know about Marandi. You didn't know about the TV station.
I knew what Marandi told me.
I
knew what Marandi told me.
Israel.
I knew what Professor Marandi told me. Just to be clear,
hang on. You don't know about it.
Just to be clear,
I'll tell you who I believe.
Just to be
You're
clear
asking about belief.
Just to be clear,
I believe the mayor of Tel Aviv.
Sorry, if I may finish responding to you.
Can I quote an Israeli? I believe the mayor of Tel Aviv, a former director of intelligence in the Israeli army, now the elected mayor of Tel Aviv, who says this has got to stop. We cannot win this war. That's the mayor of Tel Aviv. I can believe him.
I see zero evidence. There is zero evidence that Israel can't win this war as things stand. Zero.
Well, most of the
90% of the damage is being inflicted.
Let me know how you feel in the comments, folks, but me, honestly, I am very worried about a possible World War III type conflict right here, because as this guy, George Galloway, mentioned, there's no reason Israel would ask or need the United States to join in on this conflict unless they absolutely needed it. And in a protracted conflict, I'm worried Israel has just bit off more than it can chew and is worried that it cannot hold out. But either way, this is going to get a whole lot worse for everybody if we get involved. I mean, us in Iran, you got Ukraine still going on, you got everything with China going on. I mean, things are really looking heated around the world, and I think if we join in, that's just going to throw gasoline on the fire. But hit that like button if you're enjoying the video, and let's get back in.
By Israel onto
This
Iran.
Is pure nonsense, Piers. Why are
you so deluded, George? Why is your pathological hatred of all things Israel made you so deluded?
Is this something else you don't know? Do you know that Tucker Carlson and Steve Bannon are right this minute on TV debating how if Trump gives in to Netanyahu's begging him to join in and save the day, that it will be the end of the Trump presidency? That it will split MAGA down the middle? Do you not know that either?
No, why would I know that? I've been on air. How would I know that?
Well, if you're really...
Why do you expect me to know things when I'm literally interviewing people like you?
I made the mistake, Piers, of thinking you were a well-informed man.
I am. But when I'm actually filming my show, it's quite hard to keep up with world events.
Don't you have someone that can pass you a note?
I've got lots of people that do a brilliant job. That's why I have one of the most popular shows in the world.
Your ear?
Yeah, it's why my show's a lot more popular than yours, because I'm better at it than you. So stop the lectures about how good a journalist I am, or how good a broadcaster I am, or how good my team are, because if you were so good, George, you'd have a lot more people following you, a lot more people watching you. But most people think you become a delusional loon, and I think that's sad.
My dad is bigger than your dad. Not
my dad, just the number of people that watch my show massively dwarfs yours.
My dick is bigger than your dick. Are you really down to that, Piers? Well, I've got some evidence that it isn't, but I'll not go there because I'm actually astounded at the sheer ignorance, which I'm being very kind and calling it ignorance. I could easily call it lying. I could easily call it willful ignorance.
Of course you could.
That you didn't know there's tea ladies lying dead in the Iranian TV station.
To be clear,
and you interviewed Bennett and didn't even mention it to him.
To be clear, I'm being told by my team in my ear as we speak that outside of Iran, there has been no independent verification of what you are saying. So you are believing. So you are believing the words of the Iranian regime. And forgive me if I will wait for independent corroboration before believing what the Iranian regime says. You don't believe that an Iranian regime stooge who believes anything they say.
Marandi, your frequent guest, that gentleman, was bombed.
He's not a gentleman.
He's not a
gentleman.
Oh. I think most of the people who've ever watched him think he's a gentleman.
No, I don't think he's a gentleman. I think he's a very disingenuous man who spews a lot of bullshit.
They don't think he's lying, Piers. They don't think he's lying.
Oh, they do, George. They do. They do.
They think he's lying when he says he was bombed in the Iranian TV station today.
He wasn't bombed. He was on air talking to me. What are you talking about?
There's footage.
How was he bombed and talking to me?
On every media platform.
He was talking to me.
Of the TV station
How on
burning.
earth was he being bombed as he talked
Piers,
to me? Complete nonsense, man.
Piers,
you're talking
as
nonsense.
Your dick is so much bigger than my dick, as your dad is so much bigger than my dad, and as your television program is so much bigger and better than mine, I'll say goodnight to you because I have rather more wholesome people.
Oh, you're running away. Okay.
No, I'm not running away, but I won't be coming back.
Yeah.
Because I made the mistake of thinking that you were an honest man.
Yeah.
In fact, you're a slippery.
Well, it's okay, because I never made that mistake with you. So don't worry about it. I never made that mistake with you, George. I always thought you were thoroughly disingenuous, and you prop up these evil regimes for reasons that completely baffle me. And you think you're the right guy. You think you're the honest guy. And actually, you know what? You're the kind of guy that 1 minute you call me a rat, the next minute I'm your hero and you're praising me. It's like, it's pathetic.
Is that why you ask me onto your show every single week, Piers?
Sorry?
Every single week. I've got the texts.
What's that?
Every single week you ask me onto your show because I'm all these things you just accused me of.
Yeah, I don't mind having you on to challenge you. No problem.
Every week. You ask me every week.
You came on, I think you apparently
we last
asked
week.
you on 6 weeks ago. Why are you lying? We haven't asked you on the 6 weeks.
You asked me to come on every single
3rd of May we asked you last time. 3rd of May. You're lying.
Your dick may be bigger than mine.
George.
Your dick may be bigger than mine.
3rd of May.
Your show may be bigger than mine.
Ago.
But I'll tell you what, Piers, you're a busted flush.
You know what, George? We're about to pass 4 million subscribers on Piers Morgan Uncensored, and you're walking off because you can't handle the heat.
Folks, let me know in the comments what you think, but this Israel-Iran war has everybody so split. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Online, in the comments, and internationally, like, there's no win and good outlook to this conflict. And I can understand Israel's position of not trusting nuclear Iran, and I can understand Iran's position because you attacked us. But either way, in my opinion, it's not our fight. It is not America's fight, and we got no business getting in. And if an ally is going to drag us into a war that they started, folks, I mean, let me know, but is that really an ally worth keeping? I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't feel like getting drawn into a gunfight because of someone else's stupidity, even if they're my friend. But let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, take care, and I'll see you on the next one.